Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shante Roddy. Happy Saturday. I am coming on with an urgent update regarding the targeted EIDL advances or grants, as they're otherwise known as. For all you entrepreneurs and small business owners out there, I'm going to talk about the 5 main reasons why your applications are being denied. This is super important because you want your targeted EIDL advance or grant to be approved. You only have one opportunity to do it, to get it approved. There is no appeal process. So addressing these causes for the denials is going to be so important for those that are still waiting to get their email invitation from the Small Business Administration, or if you've already received yours and you're in process of applying, you definitely need to know this. So again, come on in, let me know who you are, where you're hailing from. What are you doing today, right? This is a Saturday, but this is so important. I wanted to come on here to share this information. Thank you to all of our subscribers out there. If you're not already subscribed, do subscribe to our channel. We give out so much wealth of content. We've helped so many businesses just across the globe just be able to survive and thrive during this pandemic. So we want to help you as well. You know, entrepreneurs and small business owners out there that need help. They need a financial lifeline. If you know them, please tag them, share this with them, share the video, share our channel with them. Before I get into going over the 5 top reasons why your applications for the Targeted EIDL Grant are being denied, I just want to inform you of some important information as well that I announced yesterday regarding the SBA. The SBA may call you to verify your identity, okay? So you need to be on the lookout for a 1-800 number. It could be like a 202 number, but it is the SBA. Now, I can't guarantee that they will call everybody, but this is part of their vetting process. We've already talked about the amount of fraud that they're trying to prevent this go round. They wanted the money to get to the businesses that are legitimate, that really need the money. We know that there's been issues with identity theft, so they want to make sure that the person that they're giving the money to is the correct person and with the correct business. So they may call you to verify your identity. So I know when I submitted my application, I actually can go into the portal. And so if you want to check the status of your application, you can go into your portal. Okay, so it will show you the status of your loan. It will show you the status of the old EIDL advance, which is no longer, and it will show you the status of the targeted EIDL grant. It will say if it's in process. It will tell you if it's been approved, if it's been paid, or if it's been denied. And if you get that notification for approval or denial, it will be through email. The SBA has 21 business days. That's their goal. And it may be much longer time. It seems to be that they're moving a lot more quicker now, but it just varies. There's no standard. The goal is 21 days to process your application. But let me tell you, many people are getting denied, and we're going to talk about why. And so I'm just going to start. Okay, so top 5 reasons. The first top reason, I talk about this all the time, is the lack of a bank account, or a lack of ability for the SBA to verify your bank account, that it matches. So it may be something as, it could be your name does not match the name on the bank account. Right? If you have a business bank account, then your business name does not match on your business bank account. So these are things you want to check before you hit that submit button. When you get that email, I know you're super excited, but I say you do want to move swiftly, but take your time. Make sure you have every single thing that you need, that every single character and number is in the fields that it needs to be in. If it's one number off, you could have put the routing number in the account number field, and it's a done deal. They can't verify it, meaning they will not be able to wire transfer you money into your account because they have to get 100% match in order to do it. So you have to double, triple check. Make sure the account number is on the account number field, the routing number is in the routing number, and that your numbers match. It can't be short. It can't be 1 digit off, right? If it is, it will not match. So that was one of the biggest reasons why people did not get the advance before, and the money ran out, right? So that is a big issue. So really, if you are waiting to get the email invitation, because that's what it will come. It will come as an invite in your email. It could hit your inbox. It could hit your spam folder. It could hit your promotional folder. You need to be checking all three if you have all three. And then again, when you get that notification, it will send you to an application where you can update different information. So they do give you an opportunity to update your banking information. So if your account changed or it closed from before, and I told you to be careful about that, because again, this is potentially up to $15,000 that you could potentially qualify for, that you don't want to miss out on, and people are missing out on it. Okay, so let's address these issues so everybody going forward can get approved. So that's number one, your bank account information. Number two, they can't verify your information. So it may be coming back that your information is unverifiable. So that this goes back to the form 45OT that I spoke about before. This is the tax transcripts. So that they're requesting, this gives them the ability to request your tax transcripts from the IRS. So whether you provided your tax returns or not, they should be on file with the IRS. Here's the thing. This may or may not be your error, but we know the IRS is backlogged like 24 million tax returns, okay, from 2020. But if they cannot verify you have business taxes on file with the IRS, it's going to come back as denied. Okay, so I've already taught you. Say this all the time about how important it is to get your tax returns done, to make sure that you can account for your business taxes on your returns, which a lot of people cannot. If you cannot, it's going to be a denial. If they cannot locate or verify that you have a valid tax return on file, it's going to be a denial. So what you may want to do is request your own transcripts and see what it comes back as. So what I'm hearing is that it's coming back with all zeros. What that means is that they can't verify your information. Someone contacted me in Messenger the other day saying that they can't verify the information. So it depends on what program you're applying to. You want to make sure what it is about your information or identity that they're having a problem verifying, and then make sure that you address that. Because if it's a problem with this program, it may be a problem with another program. So you definitely want to mitigate that, so that you don't continue losing out on these grant opportunities. Grants are opportunities to get free money for your business. So number one, bank account. Number two, they can't verify your information. If you've had any of these denials, I hope none of you have. Please let me know in the comments. Okay, please let me know in the comments. Number three, and I'm going to be sharing my screen. This is another top reason. As we know, in order to qualify for this grant, you have to meet certain criteria. So you had to have been in business on or before, January 31st of 2020, right? You had to have applied to this program on or before December 27th of 2020. You must live in a low-income community. As defined by the IRS. The map is on the IRS website. It varies by state, right, and by community. You must have 300 employees or less, and you must be able to show a 30% or more deduction or reduction in gross receipts in an 8-week period for 2020 compared to the same period in 2019. And so I've had many questions regarding being able to, verify or provide data of sales, right? Sales history, sales records for every single month is that what they're asking. Every single month in 2019, every single month in 2020, what did you make? And what have you made up to April? If you're just now applying up to April or March at minimum, of 2021, you will need to know and provide what you received in gross sales, gross receipts for every single month. Then they're going to assess, evaluate, review that information to determine if there was an 8-week period for which you, in looking in comparison, 2020 was less than 2019. So for some, people that have contacted me said, "Oh, I did great in 2020, right? I didn't really have a loss." Okay, then this isn't the program for you, and that's okay. You're doing well. Okay, so this is really for those that suffered, right? And so just be mindful of that. But what you don't want to have is just, you can't prove it. You had a loss, but you can't prove it because you don't have the records, or you don't know what to put down. Now, if you have the records, if you're using PayPal, if you're using Square, if you're using Stripe, if you're using an accounting system like QuickBooks, like Xero, like Wave apps, all this information and data regarding your sales transactions should be in these systems. So it should be relatively easy for you to know what you made every single month and every quarter, and then in the year that you are identifying on the spreadsheet. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly to let you know what to anticipate, what this is going to look like, and the information that you need to provide. Give me just a second here. So again, I'm going to be going over the form, or the sheet. Is like a kind of like a table that they give you. I think this is it. Let me go here. And you could do the same thing in a spreadsheet. It's a table, right? So let me know in the comments if you can see my screen. If it should be big up on the screen here. I can see it. And you see at the top, it says 30% reduction, right? And it has this arrow. It has Targeted EIDL Grant application on the left-hand side. So when you go into your application, once you get your invite, it's going to present you with a table that looks just like this. It's going to have the month down the left-hand side. It's going to have a rows for the column for fiscal year 2019, 2020, and then up to the latest months of 2021, for which you need to be able to put your information. So I'm going to enlarge it a little bit more, okay? So not that you're going to read all the numbers. You need to put your numbers in here that you want. So what did you make in January, February, March, April? And just let that be that. So put your true numbers, what you made, and then they will do a side-by-side comparison and say, oh, okay, well, in fiscal year 2019, you maybe made in March, April, and May, you made a total of $10,000, whereas in that same quarter, right, or 8-week period that you may look at in comparison in 2020, you made only $4,500 in your business. That is what they're going to be looking for. So it's just, all you do is populate your real numbers, and then they will pick a month where, if they see that there is an 8-week period where you had a 30% or more decrease, then you will qualify. If you don't, you don't. So if you don't, because you just don't meet that criteria, you just don't meet the criteria, okay? But you need to make sure it's not a situation where you just don't know what information to put. Go get your sales receipts. If you're old school, I've said this before, and you have your receipts in your purse and your bag and a box, go get that bag, that purse, and that box. Go through all those receipts. They have dates and time stamps on them, so you know exactly what you made in a given month. And you can see, before you even submit the application, you should know if you meet the qualifications or not, and submit the application. So whether you think you do or you don't, still move forward with submitting the application. So I hope that makes sense for everybody. So again, you have to be able to show a 30% decrease. And we know everybody is not going to be able to show a 30% increase, and that's okay. But for sure, if you had a reduction It shouldn't be that you were denied because you can't show it, right? You can't prove it. You have to be able to prove it, and then you have to be able to back it up by providing tax returns. So they're not just going based on the table there. They're actually going to look back at your tax returns for 2019 and look at what you earn and see if it makes sense. Okay, so that is the third reason. The 30% reduction increase must be satisfied in order to be approved. But that is one of the top reasons why applications are being denied. Number 4, applicants are putting that they have 0 employees. Okay, so I've said before, for the purposes of these programs, right, including EIDL, you are an employee of 1. So if you're a gig worker, you're a network marketer, you're an independent contractor, self-employed, solopreneur, whatever you could call yourself, right? You don't have any other employees. It's just you. You're a solo business. You are an employee of 1. So you always want to put 1 down. Okay. 1, you are 1 employee. Do not put 0. You putting 0 could potentially make it where you're denied. Okay, so you are an employee of 1 for the purposes of these federal stimulus grant and loan programs. So just remember that. Don't put 0 down. Put 1. If you have employees, and employees. Okay, again, for the purpose of understanding, are W-2 employees. So if you have 1099 contractors, they are not employees. It's W-2, meaning you have them on payroll, you pay payroll tax. If you don't do that, you are a solo business, you're 1. An employee of 1, that's your owner's compensation. That's what the definition is. Okay, if you have staff, team members, which I know a lot of you all do, you work on a contract basis. They're 1099 workers. Maybe you're a salon owner, you're a barber. A lot of times we work with 1099 workers. They're their own business owner. Let them know about this program. They should follow the same method that I'm explaining to you all. Your team should be doing. They're business owners. They own a business, and so they would follow the same program, right? They would have to meet the same criteria. Okay, so I talked about the bank account, not being able to verify your information through the IRS, your tax returns, the 30% reduction, not being able to be verified, putting 0 employees down, which is a no-no. You're an employee of at least 1. And then number 5, like I said in the beginning, that the IRS may be calling you to verify your identity. So number 5 is that they can't verify your identity for one reason or another. So I know in the application process, they're asking you for your ID, and they will ask you for your front and your back. I've been told that some applicants, when they call, they have them take a photo of them holding their ID side by side, picture like this, because believe me, people have been fraudulent out here, pretending to be people that they're not. And then people find out that people got loans and programs in their name and it wasn't even them. So they're doing this. So again, look out for a potential phone call. And it could be, again, when people applied to the program initially, everybody is in different stages. So, and what information you provided may be different. I know I have provided all these documents in the beginning, but they did request the 4506T transcript again. But it wasn't even a request. It was a request, but it's in my portal. It was already pre-populated. All I had to do was sign it. I uploaded my ID, both front and back, and they have not called me as of yet to do a photo. But if they do, I will let you know. But they have improved actually their systems and their fraud detection. So even people that applied before that they may be sending emails to were fraudulent. They were. So they may come back and saying other things like there's something suspicious about the information or suspicious about your identity. We already know about those farms. Okay. that were made up. So just expect that this is what the SBA is going to do. So that takes time to do. That's why they set the goal instead of the 3 days that they had the last time, which was unrealistic. They set it to 21 days. And it's still, like I said, on average, longer than 21 days to get verified. But people that are more recently that are going through the process are seeing it a lot sooner. It just depends on, again, how much information that you provided, and if it's verifiable, or if there's any red flags that are thrown up regarding your application. So again, these are the top 5 reasons why your targeted EIDL grant could be denied, or may have been denied if it was denied already. So I'm hoping that everyone that's viewing is still in the process, is still under review, or you just haven't gotten your invitation yet. If you haven't received your invitation and you did apply before December 27th, is still rolling out this program, right? They're still sending out invitations. What I do know is that they started with the first phase, which were those that received a partial grant. They have since moved on to the second phase, or second wave, of people who didn't get any money because the SBA ran out of funding. So I was in that pool. So I think it was last week. I can't keep track of my days, last week or the week before. I think it's the week before at this point, that I submitted that I received the invitation, and that same day I submitted my application back for the targeted EIDL grant. And I believe I checked my status yesterday, and it's still saying that it's in process. So at which time it's approved or denied, like I said, they will send you an email letting you know. And I believe relatively quickly after they approve you, they send you that approval email. Within a few days, you should actually have your deposit. It shouldn't be that long of a time once you receive the approval letter. But again, there's not a standard, because this is a new program that they're just rolling out. But the good thing is that a lot of the people in my network share their status, and they're very excited about when they get their approval, when they get their grant money, that they share that. So then I can share with you and let you know that people are getting approved, they are getting their deposits, but there are still a lot of people getting denied because of these, again, top 5 reasons that, again, I will recap if you're coming on. And if you're just coming on, make sure you go back to the replay, because you don't want to miss out on the up to $15,000. Make sure that you verify your bank account. Everything is matching. That your IRS 4506T form is filled out, that the IRS can verify. They can verify that your tax return is on file. That's going to be required. It could cause you to be denied. 30% reduction has to be proven. You must put at least 1 employee down. Don't put 0. And then you must be able to verify your identity. They must be able to verify your identity. Okay. Up to 15,000, meaning 10,000 is the max for the first grant, right? So these waves of grant applications, they're going to pay all of those out. And then there's a $5,000 supplemental grant that you could potentially qualify for. Now, the criteria for that is 10 employees or less. So it goes from 300 employees or less down to 10 employees or less. And then there's 2 phases, 2 waves again. First wave is those that were most severely impacted or had a severe loss. That's 50% or higher. And then those that had a substantial decrease or loss, then they are the next wave to get that supplemental grant. That brings you to $15,000. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to everyone. So I'm not going to be on here long, just going to see if there's any questions. Hi to everyone that's out there. Again, thank you to all our subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe to our channel. We provide a lot of great wealth of information for you, for your business. That's what we're in here for. We don't just want you to survive. We want you to thrive in your business, and you can. We want you to get free money for your business. There's billions and billions of dollars out here. And I'm so excited to see that you all are going after your money. I get testimonials every single day that you're getting your EIDL grants, you're getting your PPP, you're getting your first draw, you're getting your second draw. All of this is free money. Then on top of that, there's national, international grants. There's more money coming down to the states and to the counties and to the cities. So there's ample opportunity for every single one of you all to get free money for your business. Okay. So someone is saying that they saw a report that says as much as 70 billion were paid in fraudulent yes. It's probably more than that. That's probably a conservative estimate. And I think the 70 billion was just for one program. That's a lot. You know how many businesses could have gotten that money earlier on and be saved? At this point, more than 400,000 businesses have gone out of business. I mean, closed their doors permanently. I mean, because of the amount of fraud. So, be patient. They're going to take their time this time. You want them because you don't want these, fraudulent people to get your money that should be going to you. Okay. Someone else is talking about how they were funded. Now let me just say for those of you, because I get questions, emails, messages every single day. It's getting hard to keep up with these. So I have tools and resources available. We have a grant tracker on our website, www.shebosstalk.com. It's a free online tool I'm actually updating it today after this live with new grants that have came online that are available for you all to apply for. That's our Relief and Grant Tracker tab is right at the top of our website on our homepage. Our Winning Grant with Ease Masterclass bundle. If you're struggling to get free money, if you're still struggling at this point and you don't have our Masterclass or you don't have the Winning Grants application cheat sheet, I recommend whatever you have to do to get these items, invest in yourself, invest in your business. There's a nominal fee for these. Use your stimulus check money, your tax refund money, whatever you have to do. If you want to get 10, 20, 30,000, and a lot of these programs now are up to $10 million. Okay. So you pay for a cheat sheet that's $47 and that reaps you $1 million, right? Even if that reaps you $5,000, it's well worth it for your business. I mean, you can see all the testimonials of people that we've helped, businesses that we've saved that has gotten thousands of dollars for each of their businesses at all types of levels. So the opportunities are here. You just have to be intentional, proactive, use the tools that are available. You don't need to hire a grant writer. You don't need a long, lengthy proposal. Not right now when they're just throwing us money, right? They're just giving you money, but you have to be ready to get it. Your business has to be positioned to get it. You have to have your business in order, your documents and records in order. You have to know about your finances because they're going to ask you. You have to be transparent. You're an open book. This is not your private life. Your business is public information. They can ask for whatever documents they want to ask for, and you have to be ready to happily hand them over if you want them to give you thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. I mean, that's just the way it works. You just decide, do you want money? If you want free money, let me know in the comments. Because that's really who I'm talking to and want to empower and equip to get your money. Right? This is no excuses because there really are no excuses not to get money right now. No other time, unprecedented times. People just coming online, businesses, foundations, all the time, just giving out money, right? These two bills passed, one in December, one just passed, the American Rescue Plan Act, $1.9 trillion. So billions more going to the states to do what? Give more money, millions of dollars to small businesses. So if you're not checking in your state, definitely do that. Okay. Someone's asking, what if you have a bank statement that shows your deposit? There are going to be, I know PPP asks for your bank statement. They may ask you for your bank statement. Can't remember. But that's not enough to satisfy your Schedule C. You can somebody asked me about this earlier today. About Schedule C's, any tax form that they're requesting, you can get off of the IRS website at irs.gov. That's what I did. I have not filed my 2020 taxes yet, but I'm getting the grants, right? I got EIDL and I'm getting my PPP. That's because I know how to fill out the forms, right? So someone asked me to help them with the form. I don't just produce forms. Now it's going to be a fee if you need help with the form, but what you need to really be doing is filing your taxes appropriately. Okay. And so there's a cost for that, to pay someone that knows what they're doing. That's what you want, to do it right. So you're in compliance and you can get the maximum deductions. You can get the grants that everybody else is qualifying for. And you don't want the reason why you don't get a grant because you can't provide a tax return. You don't have a Schedule C form, right? And a Schedule C form is not for everybody. Again, that's why you consult with your accountant and your tax consultant. So if you need referrals, please email us at hello@shebosstalk.com. But you will need to have your Schedule C form, fill that out. And most people need help with it because they don't know how to do it on their own. And again, it just makes it easier if you're using an accounting system like QuickBooks, Xero. And we have a number of different recommendations in our cheat sheet. Okay. So I hope you all get that. Okay. Yeah. So I see people that want to get their money. There you go. There you go. And these grants are tax-free. Not all grants are tax-free. The EIDL, you get up to $15,000. You can. And then it's tax-free on top of that. This is not something you want to pass by. So again, just review what I said are the top denials. Make sure you address that when you're applying. Get it right the first time. Because unlike the EIDL loan, you will not have an opportunity to go through an appeal process, which is called the reconsideration process. So you shoot your shot. You have to get it correct the first time, or otherwise you will be denied. So we're going to get approved. So we're just going to put it out there. Everybody is going to get approved. You're going to do what you're supposed to do. Put all the information in the correct fields. Give them everything they're asking for so that you can get your money and you can come back and share your testimonial with us. Okay. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Again, if you go back, if you need help with that 30% deduction, I did a screenshot of what that will look like, how you fill out your sales numbers in the table. Okay. So use that information. Again, if you haven't subscribed already, hit that thumbs up button, hit the love button, share this out to other entrepreneurs and small business owners. Tag them in this video. Continue to be the boss with Amplify Impact and continue to stay in good health and stay safe. Have a wonderful day.